Hello ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to another video. It is I, Aura Expert, and today we're going to be talking about resources, okay? It's real simple, real nice, real easy, alright? Listen up, get your ears to the pavement, alright? We're going to be talking about every single resource that is just truly important to your account in Grant Cross, and we're going to tell you exactly how to farm each and every one. So be sure to like, subscribe, sit back, get your popcorn, turn up the volume, because we're about to be going through everything, okay? Everything important, okay? Anyways, let's go ahead and get into it, and let's see what we can cook up today. And what better way to start off a video of our resources if not talking about your characters, right? Because that's really what's important in the game. Getting your characters to maxed out level 100 SA6 Truly Awakened. That is the important T, if you know what I mean. So let's go ahead and break it down. Let's just hop into any other character. Let's click on Zeldris, right? This is very important for the heavy character. So just looking at the screen, right? This basic screen going off of every single thing here. Affinity. Best way to get your affinity up, if you go to the thing, you can either get these anvils for drinking. You get those from the home page, and you get these hero affinity tokens. You get them through events for the most part. But to level up your affinity, the best way is to do food. If you click on the food, it'll tell you which ingredients you need to make it, where to get them from. If you click on that set ingredient, like I need goat milk, and it'll tell you my location, and I will do all of that thing to make it the food, right? But how much food do you need to max out the hero arena? You need 200 of each dish, or not each dish. You need 200 of their favorite dish in order to max out this meter. If I had 200, I would be able to max that out easy. But I don't. I have Vanya L. Vanya L is a little bit more laxing on that side, and to get Vanya L efficiently, the only way to farm Vanya L in the game actually is through your tavern thing. You go over here, you click the little the beer. You get 100 affinity for Meliodas, and they give you a random amount of Vanya Ale. And you do that once a day, and you will be able to get your hero affinity up as fast as possible. That's the only way to actually farm that, quote unquote, because it's not really a farm, it's just a once a day thing that you have to remember to do. Anyways, we move on. Enhance things, right? We have your enhance guys. We need to level them up. We already know how this works. And to farm enhance potions, it's real simple. And that real simplicity is special dungeon. Yes sir, it's gonna be coming back a lot for most of this video, but for it, since we're here, fuck it, might as well. To get XP pots efficiently, you have all your things. You go to the enhance tab, and since they reset it, I have to do them again, but there are 6 stages to this, and when you do them, you get XP pots. The higher the stage, the more pots and the higher rarity pots you will get. I haven't done it since they just updated it and gave us new shit, so I haven't done it personally. But once you unlock once you finish the first floor, they will give you the second floor, and so on and so forth until you get to the 6th or 7th floor, and then you'll be able to get the highest rarity XP pots, and you can do that stage repeatedly, and that will guarantee your XP pots right there. And since we're here, you know, might as well talk about it a little bit. So you have your different color rarity characters, right? You have red, green, and blue. And for each red, green, and blue character, let me just find someone level 90, right? For each red and blue and green character, when you limit break them, you need their corresponding books. For blue latte, you need blue books. For the green latte, you need green books. For the red latte, you need red books. And to get these books, that's also special or dungeon. I keep forgetting what it's called. And special dungeon, of course, which is kind of over to the menu. Go to the special dungeon in the top left tab, and once it loads in, okay. You got your books right here. Evolve. That's what these are. You get your blue books, your red books, and your green books. If you click on any of them, they have 5 stages apiece, and if you do the highest stage, you will get your highest rarity books with a 6% chance. This is how you farm your books. There is the only way to farm books. You can get books through events and stuff like that, which is the very, very decent way to get books if you're doing your events daily and shit like that. But to farm those specific books, you want to do these. And then you might ask, oh, what about the dark and light books? Because I see there's purple and yellow characters in the game, and they don't have technically books. Well, I can't really show that because all my dark and light characters are maxed out. But for instance, Light Mael, if you were to level him up, he would need light books. To get light books, all you have to do is go to any character, right? Just any character that's dark and light that you have, and it'll have a little, let's say, it'll have like a little notification at the bottom, right? when you go to limit break them, it'll say exchange grimoires in the bottom right of your screen. But since he's not a dark character, it doesn't show that. But the other way to do that, like that would be the fastest way to do it. It will say exchange grimoires, and then it'll tell you you need 3 of red, blue, or green to make 1 dark or light book. That is how that works. And that is, you can basically go to Merlin if you don't want to do it that way, which is the fastest way to do it. But I'm pretty sure if you go to Merlin or King, no, you go to King, not Merlin, I'm bugging. You go to King. King is where you go to exchange shit like that. You go to his event exchange, and he has the books, blue, red, and green. But you need a lot of these books. So yeah, I guess it doesn't really show up for me since I have dark and light characters maxed out. But if you do not have a dark and character maxed out, it'll show up once you actually go to the limit break screen. It'll say exchange grimoires and all that good stuff. And then on the other side of said spectrum, we go to ultimate moves, which you can't farm that, unfortunately. Let's talk about gear though. Gear is pretty important in this game. Very important in this game, actually. I have a fully maxed out attack defense set for this Elizabeth Hawk for whatever reason. But you might ask, hey, how do I get said equipment or said resources for the gear in question? So to get gear, the best way to get gear is patrol, right? Because you get gear passively if you do your patrols. Like, I haven't claimed my patrols today, but just doing it, you get crit damage gear, attack gear, defense gear, HP gear. You get pretty much 1 piece of each type of relevant gear, except for crit resistance. We don't talk about that unless you're doing demonic beast battles. But your patrols is where you're gonna get like random pretty good gear from. But if you are looking for a very, very, very specific piece, let's say I need me an attack, let's just go to Ram, right? If I go to Ram, let's say I need a attack bracelet, because they're all named. The top left is a bracelet, then you have your necklace, then you have your belt, then on the other side you have a ring, earrings, and a rune. These are all different, their names are different, and obviously I have a lot of them under here. But let's say specifically I need me an attack bracelet, and I just so happen to not have these in my inventory, and I just don't have any. You would have to then go all the way back to your home screen and go to click on your battle and go to equipment. Equipment is at the bottom. They moved it down here because equipment will, and how this screen works, you have your different stats. You have attack, defense, HP, crit chance, crit resistance, and recovery rate. You cannot farm crit damage gear. You can only get crit damage gear through guild boss or knighthood boss and patrols, as far as I know. At least that's where I get my gear. Or you have your gear selection and you use their gear selection for crit damage. But let's say you need an attack bracelet. You click on attack, and then you see that there's different little ones for each type of gear, because you have to farm them at different spots. So an attack bracelet, you would obviously click on the attack bracelet, and it'll take you directly to where you would get said bracelets. And if you do the hardest difficulty, which isn't that hard, you have a 3% chance to get an SSR piece. But granted, you get a lot of chests when you do them, because you fight at least like 10 enemies, and you might get more than 1 gold box a run if you're really lucky, and you might get 2 SSR pieces if you're really lucky. But yes, that is how you farm this very specific equipment. And now when it comes down to the actual things you need to level up said equipment, let me go to someone that doesn't, like, that has an empty spot. So this Ludocio, like, I just got this, I just farmed it, I worked hard for it. And now you go to your enhanced thing. The enhance is where all the magic happens. You need a lot of stuff to max this piece out. You need these crystals known as enhanced stones. You also need money, because it costs money to level up gear. And if you turn on consecutive enhance, it'll allow you to max out the gear as much as possible. And that's what you want to go for. You want to go for the maxed out gear in order for your character to be as best as you possibly can. And to do that, it'll tell you at the bottom what you need. You need enhanced stones, you need awakening stones, and you need 2.6 million gold, which we can get into all 3 of those in order, right? I don't even got to go anywhere for that. For enhanced stones, it'll tell you the location, but I will tell you right now, the best way to farm enhanced stones is not doing these. There is 2 ways to farm enhanced stones, in my opinion, and that would be to let's say you have like a lot of crit chance gear that you don't need, like this at the bottom of my screen. All of this gear, you can just go over, talk to Deanne. Let me just show you how to do that real quick. You go over to Deanne, she'll start talking. Click on the broken sword, and you can just salvage any gear you'd have that you don't think you need. So I'll salvage all of my SR and R gear. And you can go to your register all, and what I do is register everything but SSR gear and UR gear, so you don't accidentally get rid of something you need, and then just press apply. It'll salvage everything automatically, and you get 120 of these. But that's just the base level for per page, I believe. You still have a chance to get the rate up, which will double that or something along those lines. So let's salvage it, because right now there's a rate up event, so this isn't gonna be horrible, right? I should at least get a super success. Yeah, so round 1 I got a super and I got 64, and then ultra 56 and 36. So instead of 120 I got 156, and you also get the lower tier awakening stones, which you will not need, and I will show you exactly what to do with them as well. But yes, salvaging gear, you will get 156. But the better way to do it is once you have SSR gear, like the crit chance and the crit resistance gear that you do not need, what you want to do is +1 all of your SSR gear. It's a very taxing thing to do, I'm gonna be completely honest, because you have to do them one at a time. It'll take you about 30 minutes to an hour if you have a full box like I do. And I would just go literally one by one, +1, +1, +1, +1. And once you +1 that gear, it'll basically double the amount that this piece is worth. So for instance, without being +1, it is worth 5 stones. But if you just go to a gear piece real quick and you decide to +1 it, which is just enhancing it and just pressing enhance one time, it'll raise its price. And also, since I'm here, I'm going to go ahead and show you that if you +5 it, there is a big difference, but it's not that big of a difference because it costs a little bit more. It's because if you +1, it's 5 per equipment, but if you +5 everything, it's 25 per equipment, and you do not get that much of a refund, in my opinion. And I mean, if you have an abundant amount of enhanced stones, then sure, +5ing it would be extremely better than +1ing it. But like, for instance, I only have 1,000. If I were to +5 everything, that would only be able to +5 like 10 pieces, like literally. But literally, when you see it here, I gotta find the pieces. When you see, again, it's 5 for one piece, but if you go to the +1, it's 10, and if you go to the +5, it's also 10. So technically speaking, +5ing your gear does not do anything. But if you salvage +5 gear, there's a higher chance of you getting that success rate increase. So like, again, I'd rather you just +1 all your gear. Do not +5 it. That's just my personal opinion, because it's the same fucking thing. But yeah, if you +1 it, or you sell the +1s and +5, you probably might get something here, maybe. And we didn't. We got a normal success, so we just got 20. Anyways, that's just the enhanced stones out of the way. The other way to farm enhanced stones, which is a little bit more challenging, that would be Knighthood Boss. If you have a team that can do Knighthood Boss hell difficulty on auto, you will pretty much, or just any, you don't even have to be auto, it can just be whatever you want. If you can beat it, so like very strategically, you can get 80 stones per completion, because a guild boss or a Knighthood boss drops 2 chests a run. Every time you beat him, he drops 2 chests. 9 times out of 10, it's 2 bronze chests. So roughly, like on average, every single run, which will take you like 5 minutes at most, will give you 160 stones. That is very good. Or you can get 80 on the low end. And guess what? That's still way more than having to go out of your way and salvage the gear, because that can be anywhere between 500 to 1,000, and that's just because rate ups and stuff like that. But this is a guaranteed flat 80, and sometimes it's even 160 because you're guaranteed 2 chests, and you're probably going to get 2 bronze chests. But let's say you don't get bronze chests, and that will segue us right into the next gear, the thing, awakening stones. If you get lucky and get a gold box, you have a pretty good chance of getting 2 awakening stones every time you get a gold box, or a card, which, whatever. We're here for the stones. And literally, just doing Knighthood Boss, you can, like, let's say you get a gold and a bronze, beautiful. You got 80 of this and 2 of these. That is 2 very strong materials you need to max out your gear. And that's just it for that one. And then last but not least, we got gold, which is, it's only one way to farm gold. You do the gold stage. You do gold stage, you do the highest difficulty, which is the 6th floor, and every time you beat it, you get money. You just get money. Just do a gold stage. There's nothing else you can do about farming gold outside of this stage. And then that pretty much breaks down the equipment side of things on heroes. So now let's slide over to enhancements, right? For your closet. Every character has a closet, and the closet is their outfits. You can level them up how you see fit, and every outfit you need to level up to max out your character's potential. So for outfits specifically, if you click on an outfit, it'll tell you to enhance it, and it'll take you to the screen, right? And you can enhance it with these fabric materials. You get these materials straight up through deathmatch. That is your deathmatch materials right there. And now let's go over to deathmatch. And okay, now we're in deathmatch, and then this is your boss battle screen. So how this works, you press activate all and you click on them. If you have enough skip tickets, it'll automatically complete these for you, or you have to do them yourself because this is your first time doing a boss battle and you have to actually, you know, do said boss battles. What this does for you, like for instance, I will just auto clear 3 of them at random and see if I get lucky. But before you press auto clear, make sure your team is set, because if you have the Green Elizabeth's Valentine outfit, or New Year's outfit, Jericho's New Year's outfit, or Demon Meliodas' New Year's outfit, you will be guaranteed to get the demon you want, being Meliodas is Crimson, Jericho is Gray Demons, and Elizabeth is Red Demons. But we're not trying to go for a guarantee here, so actually let me just click all 6 of them because I don't want to get a guarantee. Make sure my team is not one of them 3. Beautiful. And then we auto clear it because we have the skip tickets for it. But 9 times out of 10, I should be able to get one of each demon, and then I should be able to actually show you where you get these enhanced from. And there we go, they're all done, and we have one of each demon for the most part. We have 2 crimsons, 3 grays, and a red. So when you go to any demon, this is for any of the demons. You have your easy, normal, or easy, hard, extreme, and hell difficulty. To get the enhanced materials for your character, normal and hard mode does not drop the enhanced materials for your costumes. The only difficulty that drops those is extreme and hell. Just to prove it, I'll click on hard and you go through the rewards list and it's not there. It's just not there. But extreme, you can drop it. It has like a very low chance right here. This crystal, this purple one, or this rainbowy one, you have a 10% chance to get a box and a 2% chance to get the actual. You only get 1, right? And that's on extreme difficulty. So the best way to get your enhanced materials is to do hell difficulty, because on hell difficulty you are guaranteed 1 right here. Party leader, if you are the host of the deathmatch, you have a 100% chance to get 1 brilliant component, and then after that you have an 8% chance for a box, and then an 8% chance for another one. So on hell, you already have double the chances of getting most of your things. And this is the same reward pool for each of the 3 normal demons. And that's just the normal ones though. If we go over to the boss battle and you click on hell, that's a whole different bracket, which you can't see because I have these ones open right now. But the top row is Belmoth, which is a original demon to Grand Cross. And then the bottom row is original demon, which, if you know, the original demon is Cusack and Chandler fused together, and they all drop whatever they're hovering over. So how that works, these first 2 drop red demon materials, which is for your outfits. The second row is gray demon materials, which is your weapon. No, your headpiece. Your headpiece you get from gray demon. And then the third row, which is the crimson row, quote unquote, you get weapon materials. So if you get all 3 of these, turn on simultaneous clear, you are guaranteed to get 1 of each right there for just clearing 1 Belmoth, because simultaneous clear allows you to do 1 Belmoth and it'll clear all 3. And that's pretty much the best way to get enhanced materials outside of, you know, what do you call it, events, because that's the only efficient way to get these right here. It's like this one right here, this is dropped from red demon for the headpiece, or the gray demon for the headpiece, and then weapons are coming from crimson, outfits coming from red. But yeah, that's the efficient way to get those, and those are really the main resources you need to make sure your character is up there in terms of level. Like, that's literally everything you need to have your character level 100 SA, right? But then again, I didn't talk about Super Awaken, now did I? Super Awakening is a very easy thing to comprehend. You just have to get these materials, which is very easy, universal actually, because they changed the way they work with this latest update. You don't need to have different cups. There used to be light cups and dark cups, and you had to farm them separately, but now that they made them one cup entity, you only need to farm for the one item, which is special dungeon and trading through king. Like, this is literally the only ways to get this cup. But the best way to get your Super Awakening up is to click on full, right? Because full, what it does, it'll show you, like, I have 17 of these coins, but let's say you don't have any of them. You get these through Merlin. If you go to Merlin, you have a lot of random-ish in your, like, box. Let's say you have, like, a lot of random materials that you don't technically need. You will then just press select multiple. It doesn't really matter because they do the same exact thing, but I do not include enhance, like, essential stuff. And if you press apply, whatever you have, it'll automatically max out this bar and give you a star. And what the star does is completely super awaken your character, or awaken your character, not super awaken. It'll awaken your character with the yellow stars that you see down here on this side of my box, and then it'll just pretty much be from there. It'll give you your full stars and you will be chilling. But when the super awaken comes in, that's where the other side of farming comes in. Either A, you use SSR coins for characters you don't have. Do not use characters that you need to put dupes into. As you can see, all of these are max level characters, so I can do whatever I want with these and don't be, like, selfish about it. But you can either use your coins from other characters, or you can use Super Awakening coins. Now, I don't have any apparently, but you get Super Awakening coins through Special Dungeon. Special Dungeon, you slide over to the Special tab and you go to Clock Tower of Eternity. You get these Super Awakening coins, and these are what you need to Super Awaken your characters. And it's pretty simple. You need 64 of these for one character, so I have enough for 2. But you need 64, and you will be able to Super Awaken a character fully without any hassle. But then, then you have the last step. Sorry, this is a very winded video, I know. I've been talking a long time, but guess what? This is what content is, baby. So let's say you get your Super Awakening character, and you see this, like, little colorful thing down here. It's called True Awakening. To get True Awakening, you need LR coins, True Awakening coins, and race crystals. So to get race crystals, it's very simple. You need to do Demon King. I will show you that in a bit. But to get True Awakening coins, you have to buy these from the coin shop. There's no other way to get them. I mean, I guess you can exchange, I guess, but that's kind of, yeah, sure, might as well exchange. But I would recommend going to the coin shop because it's a little bit easier, because you need 3 per character, right? And if you go to the coin shop, to get 3, you either have to pay for, where is it? Yeah, you need 12 SSR coins or 140 or 180 gold coins for 3, which is that's a pretty good deal in my opinion. I'm just saying, I'd rather use my coins for this instead of wasting my Super Awakening coins to make 1 coin. I feel like that's a better gist of it. But to get LR coins, it's very dependent on when the update is. It'll either be through Labyrinth, which is not available right now, Hero Arena, which is available right now, or just random events that they decide to add in. But we already know how Hero Arena is. If you do your difficulty on whatever one you want, if you go to the score, you get 10 coins, and every 10 of these coins will give you 1 LR coin. So if I go to my shop, I have 320 of those coins, and I can buy 32 coins. And that's how you get your LR coins. It's just that simple, really. It's either Hero Arena when it's available, Labyrinth when it's available, or the event bosses if they drop LR coins for that one time. And then last but not least, the human crystals and stuff like that. You would need to go to the Demon King, which you only unlock this after episode 690 or 650 or something like that. You need to beat the Demon King in the main story to get the Demon King battle unlocked for you to farm. And when you do it, you can do either Extreme or Hell. They're both really challenging, so be sure to have good teams for this. But I personally, I will do Hell, and this is my team for Hell. I use this, and then for Team B, I use Albedo. But literally, if you go to this Demon King, he has his rulings. You have to read into this if you really want to know what's going on in the Demon King. But he drops what is called memory boxes. Now, memory boxes is where you will get your human and whatnot crystals. So let me slide over to my inventory, right? Because I have a decent amount of memory boxes. It'll be under your one use items. I have 9 here. So let's just open up 2, right? We open up 2. This is the smaller difficulty one, I believe. So if you open the one, if you get them from extreme, you get 2 of each, which I got 4 because you get 2 of each type of race crystal. But if you do hell, you get 3 of each, I believe. So if I open up 2 here, I might get 2 of the same race or 2 different ones. I got 3 fairies and 3 humans. And that's how you get those boxes. So that is everything to cover about normal characters and what you need to level them up. Literally everything that you need to have your character as strong as possible has been covered now. And there's really nothing else when it comes to farming repetitively that you would need other than, you know, do creature battles, but we can get to that in another video. But that's literally it. That's the video for today. So be sure to like, subscribe, comment down below. I talked a long time, so I want to go home. I need to get something to drink. I'm dehydrated now. So I'll see you on the next video. Peace, and have a wonderful day.